Greetings, divine beings. This is Katerina, and this is a mystical live stream. I have a tradition called Mystical Monday, and when I feel divine creative pulse to lead one of those, I announce them. So I am going to start in a few minutes. This live stream will be dedicated to the topic why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. I am a mystic and a teacher, online teacher, as well as mentor and online and entrepreneur. And it's a deep passion for me to support my students and clients to opening up to the new level of connection with the cosmos, with universal intelligence, and to connect to their cosmic soul, cosmic level of soul, so they can be guided by their higher self, supported during the time of the great transition, and to fulfill their part in the healing of the world and the repair of the world that we have an opportunity to do right now, right? So if you're just joining, welcome. No, no. Telling my cat who is demanding to be left outside, telling her, no, no, it's time. So this is the conversation about why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. The ancient wisdom is not seeking just anyone. Let me know in the comments if the sound is coming through well. I hope so. I really hope so. And if you just joined, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background of why ancient wisdom can be the key the key sacred knowledge and empowerment to help you navigate this deeply transformative time, and also to continue to align to your sacred work and your sacred purpose, right? So there's these teachings that beckon us and that call us, right? And almost it feels like chase after us, right? This was like this for me with mystery teachings. No matter what topic I am interested in, there is a common thread, and that thread is mysticism. If I look at all of my books, this is just one of the bookshelves in the background. If I look at all of my books, I would say 80% of my books that I read and I collect are dedicated to ancient wisdom, the sacred knowledge that used to guide humanity through many, many different versions of humanity. Many generations would lean into the ancient wisdom to understand ourselves, to understand the world, to understand the sacred opportunities that we're facing right now. So if you are drawn to mysticism, it is never random. And it's usually not just for your own personal evolution. There is a hidden agenda. I'm going to call it. Hi, Jennifer. Beautiful. Good to see you. There is a hidden there is a hidden agenda in a good way of your higher self, of your cosmic self, to connect you to a particular wisdom lineage that is most supportive to your soul's path, right? That's why we have such a variety of different teachings that reveal themselves to us right now. And they were so hidden for so many generations. They were secret teachings. They were teachings that were only, you could only access them if you seek out a teacher or mystic, or maybe if you travel to monasteries in India or Tibet, right? And we live in the time where we have a great transformation. Two things are happening simultaneously. We are witnessing a real collapse of the old. And we're also witnessing something new is being born. And it's not one or another, it's both happening at the same time, right? So the collapse of the old and the new world is being born. And as Hermetic teachings teach, as within, so without, the same process is happening inside of us. The old version of ourselves is going through shedding, and it's happening faster and faster and faster, and the new version of ourselves is being born. And to navigate that accelerated process of transformation, internal process of transformation, when you're being asked to let go of who you thought you had to be, or who you thought you were, to open yourself up to a new experience of yourself, right? To align to new values, to align to a new direction. So this process of dying of the old and new is being born is happening inside of us and is happening outside of us. So the ancient wisdom is trying to find you when you on a soul level agreed to play a key role in this transformational process. When you agreed to be one of these three things, right? We can talk about many different things, but I just, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to name these three assignments. Three soul assignments. On a level of the soul, you either agreed to be a messenger, to be a translator, or to be a channel, or to be an oracle. So to be a messenger is when you live your life and your life demonstrates a particular message. And your form of leadership or service is your personal example. Everybody around you is you are offering your service by being an example of living in alignment with your soul truth, with your soul integrity. And you are a messenger in your life as a message, right? That's the first assignment. The second assignment is you are being called to be a translator. You are being called to study these deep ancient wisdom teachings, embody them, apply them, and then translate them for others so they are more digestible, they are more practical, they can be applied in different life situations. So if you are naturally you just can't get enough of ancient wisdom teachings and you want to study different healing modalities, different type of origins of humanity from galactic history to different ancient histories like the Indian cosmology, the Mayan, right, the Hindu. If you naturally have that thirst, there is a reason. It's not just for your own personal growth, even though it's a good beginning, right? It's a good beginning. That's how we get called to the path of ancient wisdom. Something pulls us in, and there is a deep sense of yearning and curiosity, and then it's a hunger. Like, I so desire to study this and to learn this and to understand this. It is because your soul, your higher self, is preparing you for one of these three sacred tasks. Task number one, become a messenger. Task number two, become a translator. Task number three, become a channel or an oracle, right? Where you open up and develop your connection to the deeper dimensions of life, where you begin to stream divine guidance or universal wisdom, right? Or the wisdom of the cosmos. And you begin to receive it and to stream it as a form of service. So I wanted to share that because a lot of times, people tell me, and, I had that experience too. I'm like, all I want to do is study ancient wisdom. All I want to do is to learn more about initiation rites and ancient Egyptian mysteries and different ways of healing and psychic abilities. And I'm like, is it just for me? And what I've been shown again and again, that it's not just for my own personal development. It is always connected to your deeper assignment. So these three roles, being a messenger, being a translator, or being a channel, that's a few expressions how you can apply and share this wisdom with the world. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is the future of humanity. And we have quite a few spiritual luminaries. One of them is Richard Rudd, the author of the Gene Keys. And the genius of Richard Rudd is that he is a mystic. He is a deeply practical mystic. And after studying and living mystical life for several decades, he assimilated so much mystical knowledge that he is able to combine it and to translate it in a new way. And all of the people who are drawn to Gene Keys, we love that transmission for two big reasons. Number one, finally, there is an advanced teaching that can take us beyond what we already know. Second, it's a simple, poetic way to bring these ancient mysteries that can be applied in our real time. So this is the genius of Richard Rudd and why so many people love his approach. But if you study with him, even briefly, you will hear him say, Gene Keys is not a new knowledge. It's basically a synthesis of many different traditions. And he leans on the work of theosophy and as well as specifically one of the mystics, Rudolf Steiner. Rudolf Steiner was a European mystic who was doing a lot of channeling. A lot of his information is downloaded, right? So and the way that you verify channeled information is number one, through the discernment of your body. Does it feel authentic? Does it feel true? Right? And then another way that you verify channeled information is the quality of information. Is it helpful? Is it help you navigate the uncertain future? Is it helping you to believe in your own personal power, right? So that's how you verify channeled information to the usefulness. I'd like to share with you what Rudolf Steiner wrote about the future of humanity, that we are in the transforming process right now is happening. We are in the between stage. We are dying to the old version of humanity, and we are in the process of leaping or transforming into a new version. We're in the between. We are in the messy middle. And the messy middle is a key process for any innovation, for any transformation. It doesn't make it very comfortable, right? Whenever I teach business topics, like when I teach spiritual business topics, I often bring this message that it's easy to get excited in the beginning. And it's also easy to just want to rush to the end, and you want that outcome or you want that transformation. But a true alchemy and true transformation happens in the middle, happens in the messy middle, right? And so collectively speaking, humanity is in the messy middle. We all feel the pull towards a new reality, towards a new humanity. We also, so many of us, feel disconnected from the old and from the old way of living that is not sustainable, that is truly affecting the planet, but not only us, affecting the human souls. We have on the rise, collectively speaking, we've never seen a higher levels of anxiety, higher levels of addiction, and higher levels of obsessions or fear, collectively speaking. So there is a big transformative process that taking place, and we are on the messy middle. So what I would love to share with you, what feeds my soul, is to tap into these prophetic messages of ancient wisdom that give you a sense of This is what is trying to be born. This is where we're heading collectively. This is a future human that is trying to be born, or is being ready to be born. And there's three qualities of a future humanity. And this is the teachings of ancient wisdom. The first quality, Rudolf Steiner, remember he wrote this in 1900s, so the language is a little bit old, but he calls this the brotherhood of man, or basically the fellowship of people or community. The future of humanity is us learning to value community, learning to value collaboration, learning to recognize our interdependence, learning to humble ourselves and to realize that we are dependent on each other and that nobody is really independent. We are deeply interdependent. And the more we orient to this realization that we are stronger when we're working together, we are not only strongly, but we reach innovative and breakthrough solutions when we're working together, right? So this community-centered consciousness is the future of humanity. Second thing that he says is coming is development of psychic abilities. He calls them clairvoyance, but clairvoyance is just one of the many extrasensory perceptions. So the future of humanity, and this is what ancient wisdom is reaching for us, so we begin to develop and open up these capacities. These extrasensory abilities, such as ability to have laser sharp intuition, ability to see future possibilities, ability to hear the cosmos on a clear, directed voice. These are extrasensory abilities called psychic abilities, ability to heal yourself and others. In the future of humanity, this will be a common experience, right? This is what we simply have, right? And this is how we operate. So if ancient wisdom is trying to find you right now and you have irresistible pull towards studying psychic healing, channeling, right? Different ways to open up your extrasensory perception, you are connected to a future direction of humanity. This is where we're heading. The third qualities of this transformative humanity is that creative fulfillment. Imagine a society where every single member of society is doing the work not only that they love, but the work that they were born to do. Every single human being knows how to express their creative potential in their own unique way, and creativity becomes the highest currency in the society. So these three qualities, Rudolf Steiner, who was a mystic, he prophesied in 1900s that we are going through a transformative time where there is going to be this new kind of values in humanity. And right now we are in the messy middle. And if we don't have something to orient our mind to where we're actually going, the messy middle can be very challenging to navigate. The world can feel more and more divided. The future can feel more and more uncertain, right? People around you struggle to find answers, struggle to connect to their souls. This is why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. It's not just for your own personal growth, even though it's very important to tap into that timeless wisdom so you could nourish your soul, so you could be strong spiritually, right? When we are strong spiritually, there is nothing we cannot face in the physical world. When we are fatigued and tired spiritually, the self-doubt and the voices and the negative mind wins every single time. Every single time. If we are spiritually undernourished, the negative mind and the voices of self-doubt wins every time. When we are spiritually undernourished, or when we don't feel connected to our spiritual center, the center of our soul, we don't go after our biggest life dreams. We don't go after our life assignment. We allow the time just slip by through our fingers. And every year we say, oh, where did the time go? You see, time is not waiting for anyone. The one thing that we learn with maturity, right, and with age over time is that the time doesn't wait for anyone. Time is the greatest equalizer. Time works for the person who seems to have an incredible amount of wealth and influence and have everything they want, and a person who doesn't have much and maybe lives in a deep struggle. The one equalizer is time, right? The time will pass for all people in the same way. So while we're here on the planet, ancient wisdom teaches us how to use our time wisely, how to live well, how to love well, how to create well, how to use this ancient wisdom to navigate this time of messy middle in humanity, how to use this time wisely, how to be prepared, how to activate dormant creative abilities, how to activate our sacred soul assignment. So this is why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. I wanted to share this message because so many people, especially this year 2025, which is the year of Hermit, it's a year of wisdom. It's a year of completion. It's a year of endings. It's a year of great transformation. And true essence of transformation is when you go from one version of yourself to a completely new version of yourself. And you get to pass through the messy middle, through this uncomfortable gap where you don't really know who you're going to become, but you get to continue to surrender into that transformation. And when you're in that transformation, you know what is most supportive is rich spiritual wisdom that can give you a connection to your cosmic self, to a much bigger reality, to who you truly are. This is why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. And also to assist you in stepping into one of these three assignments. And if you're already into these assignments, then it will invite you to go into a new level of expression. And assignments are being a messenger, being a translator, being a channel. This was Katerina Satori. I'm so glad I had some time this Monday to share this very important message, so more people open up to the ancient wisdom that is trying to find them. And if you'd like to dive into these ancient wisdom teachings, I just finished a free introductory event for Satori Mystery School that I'm opening at the end of March. You can watch 3 transmissions absolutely for free by the end of the March. I will post them underneath this video. And if you feel Mystery School teachings and this path of being initiate of light, if you feel it's been calling you or it is calling you, I invite you to join us on this journey. We have 2 different levels. We have a main Mystery School level, and then the second one is a priest or priestess path, with a combination of a group and one-on-one activation work with me. This is a journey through 6 different initiations where you activate different qualities and abilities, from initiate to an alchemist, to an oracle, to a priestess, to a healer, to a channel. This is a journey that goes over 6 months, and you will have an opportunity to repeat it for another 6 months to go deeper, right? So think about like a year-long journey, but you can do it 6 months or repeat it, right? So if that calls you, let me know. It was a powerful Monday, right? Yes, yes, yes. Please remember 3 assignments. Who can repeat to me? I love giving you quizzes to make sure that you're paying attention. So please remember that we have this sacred task on the planet. We are watching the great crumbling and the great renewal happening at the same time within yourself and on the outside, right? The world is a mirror, and we are here participating in a time of great transformation. The journey becomes really disorienting if we don't have anything to lean on. And this is why ancient wisdom is trying to find you. Thank you for your presence. Until I see you again.